Hello, everyone, and good morning to all of you. Yes, Samanga Pagi, everyone. So, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We're very excited about today's talk. Winda is very prepared. And I have to apologize. Winda is here looking amazing, and I'm in my exercise clothes. Um, today was one of those days for me that by noon, you're ready for the day to be over. A lot of things went wrong, and it came after a very exciting and energetic day yesterday with some family celebrations. But I wanted to make sure I was alert and awake and attentive for this talk, and so I ran and did some quick exercise before. But the reason that I'm excited for this is because Winda is going to talk about something that we've been hearing about constantly for the last 4 months. And she's going to look at what are ways that we can do in both a global health situation that is still a concern for so many people and that is impacting so many people's wallets, right, at the same time. And so what can we do in ways to get ourselves boosts when things are tighter than they were before for some people? And so we'll be excited to hear from that. I'll turn the time over to Winda in just a second. But I also just wanted to let you know that after Winda's done, we'll have another announcement that we were going to share for some of you that you're aware. So keep your ears out for that. But on that note, I'll stop talking and turn the time over to Winda.
Thank you very much, Sam, and thank you for joining with us, although it was a very tiring day for you. And now I'm going to share my screen first. All right, so I hope you all can see what's on your screen. This is a presentation screen, and I hope that you are all healthy and safe. And this morning, thank you for attending this training and giving us some of your time. So I will go through about the health situation, the current condition, because it's become more and more important that we need to boost our immune system. We need to get really healthy and to get really strong. If you look at this current situation right now, okay, oops, doesn't seem to work. Something's going on. I need to redo this one, sorry. Yeah, great. If you look at this map, this is a world map showing how many new confirmed cases from each countries. The brighter color or the softer color means that these countries are have less people that have confirmed cases of COVID-19, and the more darker color show the severity of these countries that have more people with COVID-19. If we look around the Asia, so around these countries like Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, and Australia, currently Indonesia is the most confirmed cases, people with COVID-19. So it has become concerned, it has become more alarming for us that we need to look after ourselves better. If you look at this graph and the total number, now America is having the top spot in total coronavirus cases, COVID-19 cases. So this data was taken around 3 days ago, which means by today, it already exceeds 6 million people having the confirmed cases of COVID-19. From the first cases appear up to now, we haven't been able to flatten any curve. So this curve has been steadily increasing day by day. So it is really hard to actually contain this virus. So what is a coronavirus and how it can affect ourselves and how it can cause a deadly disease to human? If you look at this picture, actually coronavirus is barely a living thing. It doesn't have any mechanical process like ourselves that can do so many things, do activities or do metabolism, we call it. Actually, it only contains some RNA, which is a kind of genetic materials that is incomplete, unlike us human, carried inside a lipid envelope and then have some spikes. So because the shapes looks like a spike and it looks like a crown, that's why it's called as corona. When someone is having this virus, it could be showing symptom or asymptomatic or no symptom. So when people have this virus, they will sneeze or they will cough and then cover it with their hands, and they will touch something, any kinds of surface in public spaces, and people who doesn't know that surface is not clean or infected by the virus, they will touch it and carry the virus with themselves. And so when they touch these three parts, mouth, nose, and ears, the virus can get inside the body through these three ways. So here's some picture of how this virus coming into the body. When this virus gets inside the body, through nose or through mouth, it will goes into the lung. Inside the lung, there is an epithelial cells. So this cells is what makes up our lungs. This virus will attach itself to the cell surface, and then it will give some of its RNA, which is the genetic code material. This one will let our cells to mutate or to do something that we shouldn't do. These cells will multiply and create another virus cells. So remember that the virus is barely a living thing. So once it starts going inside the body, getting a host cells, then it will get alive and it will try to multiply itself inside the body and affecting the other cells as well. So when they have already affecting all the cells of the body, it will cause symptoms and it will make people sick, get disease, and they will also able to transmit this disease into someone else. So this is a very concerning and a quite scary thing because this virus is easily transferable between people. So that's why we need to be more cautious. We don't have to be afraid by isolating ourselves inside the house for a very long time, not going anywhere, but we just need to take more precaution with the health and with the hygiene, of course. So how do we do when we going inside or we are having a new normal situation? This is the simple things that we can do to prevent any contamination of virus or pathogen or bacteria. Most importantly, when you go outside, wear a mask. And don't forget to do social distancing. Try to wash hands regularly if you're able to get sources of water, or use hand sanitizer, any kinds of disinfectant. And always keep your personal hygiene. Getting shower after you going out and then washing your hands, brush your teeth, those helps to minimize any pathogen that will go inside your body. And the most importantly is getting good nutrition for your body. So it will help you, help your cells as, especially to make them strong. And other things that we can do what we can do at home. For example, when you are outside for the day, going back to work, when you're home, try to keep everything outside or stay away from your bedroom. For example, your footwears, any tools that you use for work, keep it far away from the clean zone. So, and then immediately you need to clean up yourself when you get home. Take off your clothes and put it in a wash bin, and you need to do your you need to shower, especially washing clothes daily, so don't keep it for too long. You need to change them every day and clean the house regularly. You can do some cleaning with disinfectant, the most simple one, or you can use just household cleaning products. Those products will help to kill all the pathogen from any kinds of surface. And you can also use BIOS Live Air to filter the air inside your house, especially to get rid all the unwanted pathogen. Pathogen are anything that can make you sick. So good news for Indonesia. Soon we will have BIOS Live Air coming. So I hope you can get a spot to order this BIOS Live Air later, because I won't want to. So what to bring in your bag when you're outside? Get this extra mask, because you don't know when you are going to need an extra mask or someone else that need an extra mask. Don't forget to take the supplements with you. If you don't have time to take your supplements at home, always carry with you. Bring some liquid soaps, and then hand sanitizer is also good. Some wet wipes and tissues. It's best to bring your own cutlery, or if you could possibly prep your meal at home, it's also good to bring a lunchbox from home and bottled water. And lastly, some disinfectant spray. So this is all what we can do, at least, to prevent any contamination or infection. And the most importantly is to guard your cells, guard your body with healthy immune system. We can do all the new normal way like we do, and most importantly is what's inside. Max Saunders says that 70 to 80% of our immune system comes from the gut microbiome. So what are the roles of this gut microbiome? Some study from the Food Mood Center in Deakin University says that gut microbiome, especially the good ones, the good bacteria inside our intestine, help with the production of short-chain fatty acids. When we eat a lot of fiber stuff, these fibers is fermented by the good bacteria in our intestine, and they will produce these short-chain fatty acids. These fatty acids actually the source of energy of the bacteria and also our body cells. So it helps with provide the bacteria some energy to grow, to develop. And it helps with the immune regulation, helps with synthesis of vitamins such as biotin and vitamin K, and giving a gut barrier. So what does it mean? When good bacteria is a lot in our gut, they will create a mucus layer on top of our gut cells. So this mucus layer actually is the barrier towards pathogen. So when something bad is going inside of our body, when it arrives in the intestine, it cannot directly stuck into our intestine cells. But some of this barrier made by the good microbiome can gulp down this pathogen and kill this pathogen. So your good microbiome, your good bacteria is actually your soldier that you need to grow inside your gut. We want to have a good bacteria inside our body by having a healthy lifestyle and good diet. So it is important to do all this kind of stuff. Very simple things that we can do. I'll show you some exercise later. But in Unicity, we also have some products. We developed some products that are good for your immune system, that can help you boost your health, but it is still affordable and it is also good to be taken daily. The first product I want to share is Nature's Tea. Nature's Tea is the kind of product that will help to cleanse your gut from any kinds of bacteria, any kinds of parasites or pathogen. So it helps to clear out every dirt in your gut, and you can take this daily when you have cleansing program, the Clear Start 30 program, or you can take this 2 to 3 times a week when you don't have any Clear Start program. What's inside the Nature's Tea is the extract of senna leaves. The senna contains some anthraquinones. These anthraquinones has laxative effect, so it makes it triggers the bowel movement from the gut and helps to take out all of the residue, all of the dirt that stays inside the intestine walls. Another thing is a buckthorn bark, which is also contain some laxative, the anthraquinones. And buckthorn bark has been long time used also in PCM to ease constipation. If you have problems with your regular bowel movement, then taking Nature's Tea is a good way to help with the regularity of your bowel movement. And also, Nature's Tea contains some peppermint extract that helps soothe the upset stomach or stomachache, and also help with people who have irritable bowel disease. Next product is Native Legend Tea. This product is very affordable. You can take this once or twice a day, no problem, and it helps you with circulation mostly. The main ingredient in Native Legend Tea is burdock root actually. Then this burdock root help to eliminate the toxins from our body that we can get from our environment. For example, from our lifestyle, from our diet, or probably from the medicine that we take, or some of the environmental pollution. Also, when you have stress, you can produce toxin in your body. So it is good that you can manage your stress, try to meditate sometimes, and it will help to produce a happy hormone and actually lower the content of the stress hormone. For example, cortisol. So this is the burdock root, and it is actually really high in antioxidant. Why do we need antioxidant? Because our cells, when we are stressed, we will produce some toxins. These toxins is kind of free radicals that can damage the body cells, make it broken. So when you have good amount of antioxidants in your body, these cells will remain and keep strong towards the impact of free radical. Also, burdock root have been used in some PCM to purify blood. It says that it has been found to detoxify blood and can promote good blood circulation. It helps to improve the skin quality, also able to help with the skin disease such as eczema. The high amount of antioxidant in the barley root also good for people with diabetes, and the seeds itself also contain some anti-inflammatory compound. So which means when we are sick, some cells reacts, which the reaction means that the cells can become inflamed. This inflammatory process or these inflammatory properties actually help to soothe the cells, so it won't cause any overreaction in our body. Another ingredients that inside the native agent tea is a sheep sorrel herbs and slippery elms that are also good source of antioxidant. Milk thistle and red clover are good ingredients that can help to get rid of toxins from our liver. So all of these ingredients are mixed together inside one small pocket that you can take everywhere, and you can drink them every day. So it's really easy to do, it's really affordable, and contain a lot of the good things. All of these properties. And diuretic means that it helps you to clear out your kidney, getting rid some of the toxins through water when you go to pee, and helps to prevent stone formation inside your kidney because of the mineral sedimentation. Chlorophyll powder, so why it is good for our immune system? If we look in the nature, chlorophyll can be found in plants. This chlorophyll powder have a function to carry oxygen and produce energy for the plants, so the plant can grow and can live. While the same thing with our blood, human blood also carries oxygen and carries some other things as well throughout the blood vessels. Imagine that our body, our blood vessel is a highway, and the blood is actually the transporting system, the cars that's running in the highway. So it is important that we have to have a good blood vessels, not clogged anything, and the blood vessels are elastic, are good, and also we need to have a good blood running through our body, free of toxins and clean, and can do their function properly. The hemoglobin especially can bring oxygen through the whole body to our cells. This is how blood and cells work together. So when the air comes in, we breathe in, the oxygen comes in. When we eat something, the nutrients comes in. The blood will bind to this oxygen and nutrients and bring it through the blood vessels throughout our body and transfer it to different cells of the body inside our organ. It could be our lungs, our heart, or brain, or could be our liver. And the rest, the cells will do some kind of metabolism and will produce what we call as byproducts. These byproducts, such as carbon dioxide, will be attached to a blood, red blood, and then will be carried outside the body through the transport system, through the blood vessels. So this is how important the function of blood is, because it carries everything. It helps us to distribute anything. It helps us to take out the toxin from our body as well, the byproducts from our body as well. So that's why it is important that we have good blood. If we look at the structure of chlorophyll and human blood, the hemoglobin, you can see that both having a similar structure. So this structure of human blood actually resembles the chlorophyll. That's why when we take chlorophyll powder, it can act as a booster for our blood. So it helps to clear the blood, it helps to get out toxins and help to take up some new oxygens inside our body. So this is the role of the hemoglobin, which is similar to chlorophyll. And what more special is with our unicyclic chlorophyll powder, it is in the form of sodium copper chlorophyllin. In nature, the chlorophyll have magnesium center, but with the chlorophyll powder, it has copper center. This form of sodium copper chlorophyllin is water soluble, while the chlorophyll structure with magnesium center is fat soluble. When we drink chlorophyll powder mixed it with water, it means that this chlorophyll can bind easily with the water and we take it, so it is more absorbable by our body, because our body, almost 80% of it contains water. It means that our body needs water and use water. That way, if we take chlorophyll powder, the sodium copper chlorophyllin, we can use this more optimal. And another product that is also good for you to take to boost your health, to boost your immune system every day is Chlorospirulina. You can take this anytime actually, or if you want to, you can take 3 capsules a day directly in the morning. Chlorospirulina, just like chlorophyll, is also high in antioxidant. It's also high in protein, and it is really nutrient dense. So that's why people call spirulina as the superfood. It also helps with promotes overall metabolic health. Spirulina is a plant that comes from the sea, and unicyclic Chlorospirulina is specifically grown naturally, organically, in a farm that is very with strict quality control, with very strict quality control. So it Unicity makes sure that the spirulina we use are the best ones. Another thing, because spirulina contains a lot of protein, it also helps with the production of white blood cells. Protein is the building block of any cells in our body. So every part of our body contains cells. We need protein for different kinds of metabolism reaction inside our body. And the protein also help with the production of blood cells, the red and the white as well. Now that you already know some of these products, which is easy to carry, easy to take, and very affordable, I want to ask you to do small things, because small changes bring big impact. And I got this idea from the book by BJ Fogg. It's called Tiny Habit. If you want to read more about this, this is a very good book that help us to do better. I mean, in a sense that we can start something. This book have a kind of empowerment for us and inspire. Personally, I feel inspired when I read this book. So I will suggest you that you have a time to read these Tiny Habits. Okay, so Tiny Habits teach us how we can do a step-by-step thing to achieve what we want. Let's say for now, our topic is about getting ourselves healthy, giving some immune booster to our body. We can do something like this. So you have a paper, just take a paper and write down, make a column like this. And you can fill everything with what you want to do. And you can start very small. For example, after I eat my meal, I will drink native legend tea. So once a day, I will take once a day. Or you can do something like before I begin to work, I will take Chlorospirulina capsules. These notes, when you put it maybe in the inside your bathroom or on the walls in your bedroom, you can read them. So you will remember what to do, and you will be reminded every day, because you see these notes every day is on your walls. And you can also put some calendars, for example, and this on top of the calendar, you will write something really big, what you want to do. And you can start ticking off everything when you've done one thing every day. So that's how you can keep up with these habits. When you keep on repeating the same thing every day, it will become normal for you. And you will be reminded by yourself of what you should do every day. So this is how we can start with tiny habits. And for when you already succeed with doing what you want to do, you can do a small celebration. So these things that maybe you can do for yourself. You don't have to throw a big party. Instead, do the simple things like say, yes, I nailed it. Or you can drum a happy beat on your desk. Or you can also just smile big in front of the mirror. So this is what we can do, a small thing that we can do that helps us to get used to what we need to do every day. Just taking small steps at one by one. Hopefully it will make you get used to what you need to do every day and think as if it's normal. So taking supplements every day is a normal thing. It's a new normal thing. Hopefully you can do that. And remember to stay healthy. I hope you are stay healthy and safe. And if you have any questions or anything, that you can contact us from Unicity. And this is our contact numbers. So that's it. Hopefully, I will see you again in the next training. We have also training in Bahasa Indonesia. You can join. Yes, Sam, thank you. I think I'm done here.
Yes, great. Thank you very much, Winda. That was excellent. I'm always so impressed to hear people give excellent trainings in their second or third language. I know how hard it is because I try to do trainings in Spanish sometimes, and I don't think it comes out as well as Winda's training just now did. But as usual, we will take some time for questions. I know that one already came in, and McKenna, our product trainer there in Australia, jumped on it and helped provide an answer for that. But for the next 5 minutes or so, we'll take some time to ask questions. And if you can, please try to keep the questions focused around the topics and products that Winda trained on today. We want to keep it relevant, and other questions, those emails that you saw just now are great places to send those. But we'll let Winda go through some of these questions, and then we'll have some quick announcements at the end before finishing up and letting everyone get on with their day.
Okay. If any questions, okay, so thank you, McKenna, for helping me to answer the questions. Nature's tea, yes, I agree with McKenna. Nature's tea is usually taken 30 days during the Clear Start 30 programs. Other than that, if you have problems with constipation, I would suggest that you can take nature's tea or you can take aloe vera, but it's only twice a week. And you can take live fiber every day, because live fiber is very good source of fiber that helps to bulk your stool and loosen your stool a bit when you have constipation. So instead of taking nature's tea, I will suggest that you take live fiber regularly to help with the constipation. Okay. When you take nature's tea, if you abuse taking nature's tea too much, sometimes your bowel doesn't respond to it anymore. It means that it needs a bigger dosage. So that's why important to take nature's tea only during the cleanse program and not taking them every day throughout the year. If you same answer. So instead taking live fiber regularly, it helps with the bowel movement. Yes, yeah, with Miss Suli, I agree with you. Taking too much nature's tea, the colon can be lazy and not responsive. It could possibly happen. To Miss Grace, is native tea safe? Oh, native legend tea. Native legend tea, I will not suggest to take native legend tea during pregnancy, or although there haven't been any contraindication with pregnant women taking native legend tea, but we will not suggest that pregnant women take native legend tea. When you do a breastfeeding, it is still okay to have the native legend tea. BioSlife C, E, and Slim. Yes, of course, you can take BioSlife C, BioSlife E, and BioSlife Slim together in one go. I got a nice answer from previously Dr. Jacob Ellis. So he said that the Unicity products actually doesn't really contradict each other. In fact, it works synergistically. It means that when you take one product with other product in Unicity, it is like you play a puzzle, and this puzzle will make a nice picture. So each product you take, every product you take, when you take them together, it will create a better health, better metabolism for your body. So it will not contradict with each other. So it is okay to take them together. Native legend tea can be taken for long term. Usually people who have problems with kidney, with their liver, will take native legend tea for at least 3 months and take them twice daily. But if you want to take once a day for just maintaining your health condition or health status, then it is also good. So you don't need to take twice a day, but you can take native legend tea once a day, combined with other Unicity supplements from the Target line itself. So you have Cleanse line, BioSlife line, Nourish line, Target line. Combine them together, and it will help you support with your healthy body. Yes, Miss Veronica, you can take native legend tea every day. So if you want to maintain your health, you can take once a day. Don't forget to take other supplements as well, not only native legend tea. Yeah? So the most common supplements that we can take every day for every age, for everyone, is Daily Produce 24. So it is a multivitamin that are good for children, for adults as well.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions that we've got, and it's perfect because that's about all the time we plan to take. So thank you again, Wenda, for being able to answer questions on the spot and being prepared for anything. One thing I wanted to point out before we move on to another topic, though, is there's something all of the products we're going to discuss tonight have in common throughout all of the markets that are on this call. Well, all of the SIMBA markets. We might have some other people visiting. Right, but what they have in common is that the price, and throughout all these markets, all these products are less than $20 USD. If you convert it from the local currency to US dollars. And that's a big part of why we wanted to talk about these together, is because, like I said at the beginning, for some people, money is tight, right? And we all know now, because of the science we've seen, that the number one thing we can do to protect ourselves from COVID-19 is to take care of our metabolic health, right? Make sure that we're cardiovascularly very healthy. That's shown to be the number one thing to keep people safe from having severe impact from the coronavirus if they're exposed. But sometimes, right, someone doesn't have the ability to do a whole metabolic reboot, to be able to take all of the BioSlife products and to really get that huge advantage that those can provide. Or maybe some of us want an extra boost. I know I have. I've been looking for something I can do on top of my regular routine. And so these products are focused on things that, hey, if someone's interested in getting that extra boost, or there's someone that's saying, you know, I know I can't do everything right now, but I want to do something, then these are a great solution. And they're great products because you'll feel the difference. As you start to use these, you're going to notice things changing. And on that note, then, we do want to also talk about this promotion that was mentioned on last week's call. And so this is something that's coming to a lot of the markets throughout. I know it's coming to Australia. This is coming to Singapore and Malaysia Express, so they can get there. And I know that people in Brunei can order it from Singapore as well. And for Indonesia, this has already been around for a few weeks from our recent launch of Business Essentials. And the promotion might be slightly different in the different markets. And also the promotion period might be slightly different. But this is coming up. And as you can see, right, you might have noticed I wear these on a lot of the calls because I love them. And when you get your Vision Essentials, right, you'll receive your glasses in your Unicity box. And one of the cool things that I invite everyone to try when you receive your pair of these blue light glasses is you'll notice in this box with the glasses and your carrying case and cleaning that there is a test kit. And so just like the supplements that we produce, we like to stand behind our swag as well. All right, and we want you to be able to test it and see, hey, this actually works. All right, you'll be able to see how it stops the blue light from coming through. And so we're excited about this. It's a limited first come, first serve type thing. We didn't buy an unlimited amount of glasses, unfortunately. But I hope that all of you in these future weeks, I'll be seeing a lot more of these glasses on these calls as we protect all of us from the screens. But I just wanted to announce that before we finish up today. We're very excited about it. And finish off by saying one more time, thank you to Winda. And we're excited next week to hear from Claudia, researching and getting everything ready to talk to us about the ABCs of skincare. I think that within maybe a month from now, we'll all be looking like stars from a Korean drama with perfect skin. That's the goal. So see you all next week and have a great rest of your day.